Hi guys. All right, today we're gonna make a very cool fish dish. It's a coconut crusted haddock over a pineapple fried rice with a coconut rum cream sauce. It's really, really delicious. And it's kind of like, you're always trying to think of things to do, like what can I do that's different rather than just baking your fish. You're gonna love this. So we're gonna start out by making the sauce so that can cook down while we're making the fish. So first I've got 3 tablespoons of butter melted in a pan, and I'm adding a half a cup of apricot preserves to the pan, and then 1 can of coconut milk, unsweetened coconut milk. Don't get the sweet stuff. This is unsweetened, just pure coconut milk. Okay, we're gonna put that in. Be careful, this comes out fast once the solid goes. Come on, little guy. There we go. 1 can. Okay. Get it all in there. You can see this, see coconut milk, coco de leche. Okay, in there. Mix that in a little bit. Can already tell this is going to be delicious. Then we want 1/3 cup of spiced rum. Ooh, yeah. You could use this brand. You can use Captain Morgan's, whatever you think. But 1/3 cup goes in, and all the alcohol cooks off while the sauce is cooking. So don't worry about getting your family drunk. Okay, and then the juice of 1 lime. So I've just cut a lime here. I'm just going to squeeze these guys in. And actually, let's cut this guy in half. Oh, we missed him. Okay. I wore this very smart silk shirt today. Let's see how long I go without getting a stain on it. Yikes. Oh! Okay, stirring that up. I left 1/4 of the lime in the sauce while it cooks, which will add extra lime flavor, and then we'll pull that out before we serve it. But just let that come all together, and then we're gonna combine, and then we're gonna turn our heat down to super low and just let that cook away while we make the fish and the rice. And by the time we do that, it'll be reduced by about 1/3 and will be thick and delicious and unctuous. So we'll get to the fish in just a minute. Okay, so let's make the fish. So I've got about 2 pounds, give or take, of haddock fillets, firm haddock fillets. I like to get the captain's cut for this dish because it's cut to portion and they're nice and thick and beautiful and fresh. So I'm just going to season them on both sides with salt and pepper. Okay, one more. Don't be shy. All right, we're going to flip them. And then my non-dirty hand. I'm ambidextrous in the kitchen. Salt and pepper. All right, season, season, season. I'm gonna wash my hand. Actually, we don't need to do that quite yet. So we've made a dredging station. So we've got 2 eggs scrambled in 1 shallow dish, and then we have a combination of 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs and 1 cup of coconut flakes in the other dish. And so we're simply going to egg the fish and really get a nice coating of those breadcrumbs. Flip it, push them on. You want them, all the goodness coated on them. I'm going to put them here. I can put them back down there because we're going to cook them. And dredge number 2. Okay. It's going to be so good. A lot of people get coconut shrimp out in restaurants and love that. So this kind of is a take on coconut shrimp. All right, and one more egg. You can see how quick and easy and fast this is also. New flavors don't have to be hard. Just need a little imagination. I will be your imagination. Okay. Stick. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands and then we're gonna head over to the pan. Okay, so our fish, you can see in the pan, you can kind of see the edges look brown, and that's how you know it's ready to flip. See if you can see some of those brown edges on the coconut. So I'm gonna take a spatula. You wanna gingerly flip this so your coconut crust doesn't come off the fish, because it's a little bit delicate. So get under it. Whoop, see, I already lost some. Come on, little guy. Oh, but it's beautiful. All right. And then more. These are gonna finish in the oven, so they're gonna brown up a little bit more too, just FYI. This guy. A funny angle. Come on. There we go. Okay. And this guy's not looking quite as brown around the edges, so I'm going to give a couple more minutes in the pan. Oh, this is going to be so good. Should smell it. I wish they had, like, you'd think in this day and age they would have had, like, smell-o-vision built in. I bet they will someday. All right. Last guy over. Gorgeous. We're going to let them go for another minute and a half, 2 minutes. I'm going to put them on the sheet pan, and then I'm putting them in a 350-degree oven to finish cooking while we make the rice. So we'll be right back. All right, our sauce is reducing. You can see it's bubbling away and getting all that essence of that lime. And our rice is just about done. All the water is absorbed, so that's ready, and it's just screaming, make me into fried rice. So pan drippings from the coconut from when we made the fish are still here. I added 4 more tablespoons of the coconut oil. Gonna put this back on, and we're going to make the fried rice. So we're gonna add the garlic, the onions, okay, our finely minced ginger, come here little guy, 1 tablespoon. This recipe's on the blog for all the exact measurements. And the jalapeno, which is going to give us a little heat. This is 1 jalapeno. I took some seeds out of this one because it had a lot of seeds, and that's where all your heat is. But if you like it really spicy, keep all the seeds in. If you're not a spice person, just strip the seeds and the veins out of the jalapeno and you will not have a spicy dish. So we're going to cook that for a few minutes until the onions start to soften and you start to smell the garlic. Cooking is as much with your nose as it is with your eyes and everything else. So as soon as you start to smell things, same thing like when you make a banana bread and you start to smell it, you're probably getting close to the banana bread being done. So sizzling away here. I'm gonna let these get a little bit soft. Get these out of the way. Okay. Here a teeny bit. Probably gonna go about 2 minutes, so we'll be right back. All right, so now you can see that the onions are soft and actually almost translucent. That's what we're looking for. And we're gonna add in a cup of coconut flakes and 1 can of pineapple chunks, and the juice has been drained for the most part out of the pineapple chunks. We're going to add that in. These are going to caramelize and become beautiful and delicious. So stir those in. The pineapple's going to toast. The coconut's going to toast. The pineapple's going to caramelize, and it's going to be fantastic. So we're gonna let this go for another 2 to 3 minutes until we start to get color on the pineapple. And then we'll do the next step. Be right back. Okay, so we added the coconut and the pineapple, and they've been caramelizing, and you can see they're starting to get beautifully brown. The coconut's browning, the pineapple's caramelizing, and so now we're going to scramble a couple of eggs. This is fried rice after all, so easy peasy. We're gonna crack 3 eggs. Just kind of push all the other stuff to the side. Dump your eggs in. Got them. All right, and then you're just literally gonna scramble them up right in the pan. They're gonna soak up some of that yummy coconut oil, coconut flake goodness. Keep them going. All right. And when they're just about cooked through, oh, this looks pretty good. Bring everything back in. Okay. Now we're going to add our rice to the pan. So that's 1 cup of jasmine rice with about 1 3/4 to 2 cups of water. Package directions works. All right. You want to toast your rice a little bit here. Again, it's fried rice. So fry that puppy. Oh, it's gonna be yummy. All right. You can see the brown bits in there are creating so much flavor. Okay. I'm gonna let this rice toast for 1 minute. All right, our rice is toasty. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. That easy. And our peas. These are our frozen peas. Get in there, guys. And we're gonna mix that up. Oh my goodness! Stop it! Look at that! So good! Okay, we're gonna probably do about another teaspoon, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt and black pepper. You can taste it to check for seasoning. I know this dish pretty well, so I'm pretty confident that's gonna be yummy. Okay. And now I'm gonna turn the heat off and I'm going to put the cilantro in. You want that to stay bright and fresh. And we're ready to serve. So we'll be back in 1 second. All right. The fish is done, the rice is done, and it's time for plating. Okay, so first thing, while your rice was cooking, I just want to make sure you were watching your fish. So your fish should look like this. It should come apart. Whoop, look at that. It should be glistening and moist on the inside, not overcooked. Never overcook your fish. So that's beautifully done haddock. If it gets done a little bit early, just take it out of the oven, tent it with foil, and keep it warm until you're ready to go. So let's plate. So we're gonna take some of the rice. You like the way that pan spins? That's magical. Okay. And then let's pick a beautiful piece of fish. This guy looks gorgeous. Goes right on top. And then we're gonna do this sauce. We're gonna drizzle the sauce all around the sides. It's so good. It's very sweet, but it really balances nicely with the heat from the jalapeno and the density of the fish. And then we're just gonna drizzle a little bit over the top of the fish. And then we're gonna garnish with a little more fresh cilantro. Okay. And then we're gonna taste it. Okay. Oh, look at the way that flakes. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit of everything on my fork. Pineapple, fish, rice. This is gonna be very interesting to see me talking after this big bite. So good. Your family is going to love this new twist.